it's kind of catching off guard, striking, that Judas, certainly willing to betray the Lord, lying to Jesus is not necessarily all that much more strange for what Judas has already done and what he plans to do. But in this ritual, sort of, as they're eating the Passover meal, and Jesus reveals that one of them is going to betray, each one of them down the line says, it's not me, is it? Because for 11 of them, they have no clue. They would not do it. But for the one, not only is he willing to do it, he is in fact already planned to. He's already been paid for it. And Judas says to Jesus, surely it is not I, Lord. Certainly there is a certain amount of the betrayal of Judas in each of us. This is sin in its most basic form, the simple betrayal of the Lord. However, the difference between the abandonment of all 12 of the apostles in the garden. This evening, Jesus will go out to the garden and all 12 of his apostles will be there. And all 12 will abandon him. Judas will betray him, but the other 11 will abandon him. And Peter will deny that he even knows Jesus 3 times. None of this is good. But what is the difference between Peter, Paul, Andrew, James, and John, and all the others, and Judas? The other 11 came back. The other 11 asked for forgiveness. Judas did not ask. Jesus doesn't ask much of us. He only asks us to do what he does. Forgiveness. A certain willingness to accept suffering and a detachment from this life. Those are big things. But even for our worst grievances against him, all he asks is a simple, please Lord, forgive me.